Hello there, fellow CI stalkers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 93 of Wendigos, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Making sure I paste it correctly. Noose Ponpoose's Unknown Nomads. Sure. I didn't really read it. It's two people that are here for 15 days, i.e. their food. Unless they're cannibals. Let me check. Nope. Nope. They're not cannibals. So they're food. Can I use the trade post to reach the trade area? Yeah, I could double pod that way. It's very expensive to send all the materials to the trade outpost for that purpose than to only pod even further. So, it sounds like a good idea, but it's pricey. Man, someone enjoyed that a bit too much. Wow, you destroyed his torso. I mean, that makes sense because I just unloaded on him. But he has no torso. He has a head and legs and arms, and that's all that's left. The other one, we just took out the liver. So that was, quick. And surprise, surprise, I failed that quest. By design. Alright, this is getting a little obscene. Soon I'm not going to have a stockpile, I'm just going to have a duster pile. I feel like I'm starting a men's warehouse here. The Western men's warehouse. It's like a Ed Gein dream up in this stockpile. Okay, so this is not blocked, not blocked, not blocked. Cool. Here's my bulk goods trader. What have you come with? Advanced components, chem fuel, chocolate, steel, insanity lance, new termine. All right, there's stuff for me to buy. We are a day and a half outside of Ambrola Valley. Marauder. Okay, yeah, you can make the pods. So another thing I should do is to prime the pods, so let me do that. I'm gonna send one pod full of steel and one pod full of chem fuel. Well, maybe not full of chem fuel, because that's a lot. Yeah, let's do 1,000 chem fuel. Sending that down to the trade outpost for transport pod purposes. And then I'll just have to buy a lot of chem fuel and meat from this bulk goods trader, but that's great. That actually benefits me. It's not so cold, so I'm gonna wait for their Don't walk through my base. Oh god, I hate when you do that. Where are you guys going? You're literally traipsing through everywhere. Worst guess ever. So, I am going to buy meat because I'm sending a whole lot of chem fuel down. I can also start making chem fuel out of rice because I have an abundance of rice. I'm going to buy pretty much as I can so I can get rid of as many of my dusters as I'm able. So this is a big trade. Lonnie Limmer, thanks for the resub. I love your name. I like alliterative names that roll off the tongue, you know? Stanley would be proud. Make sure I'm not missing anything. They didn't have plasteel, they just had steel. Yep. Well, that's a pretty sizable chunk of my, my dusters. And then I need to donate 7. Or gift 7. 6 is close enough. Alright, that's some big trades. Robs, thanks for the 25 months resub. Holy cow. So I bought a whole lot of meat and chem fuel to help with the transport pods. But I'm going to change this over to vegetarian because we do have a lot of rice. I've been keeping all, 48 basins? Yeah, all 48 basins on rice. And that's been helping. You guys are not hauling at all. Oh, I totally forgot I had a psychic suppressor field. Alright, I'm gonna suspend the medicine making because we have about 100 of it. Ooh, Fangface just flirted with what, moles? Fangface tried to woo moles by lauding her food preferences. Everybody has the same food preferences, dude. Of course that didn't get a response. We're all cannibals up in here. What do you mean? Ooh, I'm so glad that you're a cannibal. Yeah, okay. His flirt skills are 0. I'm gonna wait to launch the chem fuel for when Marauder gets there, because I don't want the chem fuel to sit outside and not be hauled. That's a recipe for disaster, I think. And I'll do the same for the steel. It's a pro pickup move. If you say so. I don't think it worked, so I wouldn't call it pro. Mole said, "Duh, don't care." Oh, look at all the animal hauling. It has been useful to have these animals haul, for sure. Yeah, I'm slamming Fangface's moves. He ain't got no moves. So tomorrow we'll be raiding the last of the trifecta, Ambrola Valley. And then coming home. Marauder should also make it to the trade outpost and come home as well. And then once the horses come, I will send Glitch southbound, which is a little risky because with Glitch absent from the home base, it does make us vulnerable. Now, worst case scenario, I do have Doomsday launchers, triple launchers, Incitatory lances, shock lances, and Anti-Garden warheads to keep us protected, but I'd prefer not to have to use them if I can help it. Okay, I just set up a high priority haul because I'm sure these guys have been eating my raw meat. The vomit everywhere sort of indicates that they have been. But I'm not going to micromanage. My people will haul when they haul. Okay, they're leaving now. Yeah. Did you eat raw meat? You ate my meat? Good. I hope you keep puking. It's the least price for theft I can think of. So 0.3 days and 0.2 days. So Marauder will get there first. I don't think I'm going to have Marauder do anything but kill Prem while I'm here. I don't think I'm going to bother... I might haul some of the plasteel, but I don't think I'm going to bother butchering or moving these corpses at all. It's more effort than it's worth. It's more micromanagement than I want to dedicate to the task. Does look like everything's been hauled inside, though. Now the question is, do I have enough plasteel to even make my first exosuit? I don't think I do. Oh no, maybe just. Nope, I'm missing 3. Oh, I don't think I called these guys in. But they have human meat on them. I'm a little tempted to buy the human meat, but I also feel like, as proper Wendigo, we should hunt for our own. And my raid party's going to come home with a lot of meat on them, so maybe that's not necessary. Now, I've been known to misclick and send things to the wrong location, so I have to be careful about that. Again, haste makes waste. And the raid is on. I think Marauder's probably just going to hang out here a while, because I'm going to need to take some time to organize the base and all that before I have him come home, because I need to go murder Prem and do a lot of other things. So I'm just going to ignore Marauder for a bit, hoping that he doesn't have a mental breakdown, because he's due for one. Oh, but, you know, go drink beer. You'll be all right. Was there a relationship here? Sister of a Guven. Named Marlero? What? What? Marlero. I don't see her, though. She's in there somewhere. Oh, there she is. Cannibal tough, but doesn't meet our minimum requirements, so won't be recruited. She doesn't have a burning passion in combat. Close, but no cigar. And just like the last village, if any of these guys survive that are eligible to be recruited, I'll take them prisoner. Otherwise, I don't care. Oh, I get to murder your sister. Here, you kill your own sister. That way you don't get mad at anyone for doing it. Let's see. Who killed you? Alright, Aguven killed his own sister, so it won't cause social problems. The reason I do this is so that if someone else killed Aguven's sister, they would become Aguven's rival as a result, so it's best if he does it himself. That way I avoid potential rival problems. Plus, it's more brutal and ruthless. And, well, we are both brutal and ruthless by design, so it makes sense. Base has been destroyed. Did I accidentally become allied with anyone? No. Good. We got plinked a few times, but nothing all that serious. And this is a full clear. I think everyone... Oh, no. Nope. Some survived. Are you recruitable? Cato a bust. No, you're not. Let's have everybody else start clearing this out and stockpiling the bodies. And Mallet and Barbara will chase down the survivors. Come on, dude. Oh, Barbara's letting it get away. There we go. No survivors. Ooh, Devil Strand beds? Dear Lord. That's some pricey, crummy beds. Another thing I ought to do is to open the Gibbet cages. Viper, did you just do hard drugs? Yes, you just took go juice. Okay. I swear, that one has a death wish. Oh, no, don't take off your Locust armor. Alright, temporarily, I'm going to lower the... And can you all remind me to raise this back up? I'm going to lower the armor requirement so that we don't strip while we're not home. So that they don't take off tainted stuff. Ducks on a sad wander. Probably couldn't be helped. Alright, all the gibbet cages are now going to be opened. Claim everything, and let's get the butcher table going. Paired with light. So we just need to break down some of the wooden structures. Oh, and someone with bloodlust. Mallet, you've killed a lot of people recently, so someone else with bloodlust. Apollo. Let's have you smash Kato in the face. There you go. Do you feel a little bit better? I sure hope so. Colonist needs treatment, a whole lot of them, so let's get tending. They had a pile of herbal meds that I'm using here. So that's really easy to do. Everybody's been treated. Cool. Marauder, now it's over to you. You are going to open up this casket and kill Prem. And then I need to butcher Prem so that Prem doesn't throw a colonist not buried indicator, which is annoying to have. I'll haul. Where would you bury him? Okay, hold on. No, don't bury. Haul. What is with this? Corpses that are fresh. Why aren't you hauling up there? There we go. It needed to be a higher priority than the sarcophagus. Oh, Marauder. The other thing is, why didn't you rebuild any of the roof here? I'll just ignore that fact that you've been lazy. Oh, and guess what? You're a cook now. Okay. Let's prep to get home. I no longer need the raid lights. These can be refueled to full. Because previously we had turned most of them off so that we focused on just the one to get home. But with 2 horses, we're going to need all 3 pods, I believe. A lot of people on this raid are critical break risk. Okay, here we go. Butcher. Human likes. And let's hunt some caribou as well. Because I'm thinking about what we turn into chem fuel when we get home. I do have a link to the playlist, yes. Read the big red text at the top of the link there when you hit the soundtrack tab. But there it is. What's funny is Zleb and Dux had mental breaks, but it's been Iguven who murdered his own sister. So, of the people that should have had mental breaks, the one that did hasn't. Oh, Assaultus. Did you just trigger the whole herd of 2? Slast and Apollo will help you out. Yeah, the entire soundtrack is custom. You still high on go juice? Yeah, you are. Ooh. It's an eclipse. Maybe we're getting a bit of a blood... Well, I know that's a solar eclipse, but I can pretend it's a lunar eclipse and we have a blood moon. Again? Did I trade with these guys? No, I don't think I have. Because they still have Naturium on them. Alright, I am gonna decide not to buy the human meat. I know I need it, but as a point of pride, I want to source the meat through death and not trade. And we're gonna try to get rid of all the clothing we don't want. Please have things I can buy. They don't. Okay. Well, it's fine. Alright, they're leaving. I should be able to call in another caravan soon. Because I didn't actually call this one in. They were just a generic. So one day, and I can call it in. Dear Lord, Marauder, you've been sleeping for what seems to be like 24 hours. So the pods are all set to go. All that's left to do is to haul things properly. I'm a little worried about, like, sparking a fire here. I like how because of the gate, there's like a little blind spot. Drifters, hope for all. Really? Oh my god, I cannot wait to kill you guys. Where are they coming? More food. Don't break my fence. No! Horses! Don't! Ugh. I really don't like managing multiple colonies. I find it very tedious. Looks like the butchery is almost done. Yeah, okay. Zleb ruined another corpse. Not surprising, but a little unfortunate. We'll make up the difference by opening up the gibbets. Alright, Marauder, go rope. Unload, and head home. And of course, Tiburon's been out here for like seconds, and he's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna find a new life. You're now at the top of my butcher list. We still have to unload them. How are you? No, don't rest. You don't get to rest. You've slept for 24 hours. All right. Pods. We are going to bring home the human meat because there's no point in having unprocessed human meat. And the leather. I'm going to leave the medicine here and the steel. And away we go. Back over here, I think the butchery is done. Yeah, need material. So we're done with this raid. So we did the trifecta raid. All 3 are cleared. And this raid party is heading home. I'm going to bring the Devil Strand because I can break those down. I don't care about the other beds. I don't know if I want the wood, but I'll queue it up. Oh, you know what? Hold on. But I'm actually hit cancel this time. Let me double check for plasteel. Because we are somewhat desperate for plasteel. And at quick glance, I don't see any here. Forget the plain leather. Don't care about that stuff. Making sure they don't have any like plasteel furniture, but why would they? They're tribals. Okay, headed home. This is not 5% of the map. This is like 20. It's just most of it was water. Now that Marauder has finally come home, I'm going to send Glitch out with the horses to go buy the far skip. So how many settlements do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left to clear. 1 is a little... Oh, 5. I can count. This one, we don't really have to clear. It will clear itself automatically. But, so, I would say like 4.5, let's call it. This one's a little hard to get to, because I have to create an outpost for it. But once I have far skip, Glitch will be up for the task. I think. Need doctor. Oh, you're fine. Literally healed on its own. Right. These guys. You want alms? You've come to the wrong place. I wonder if any of them are recruitable. Technically yes, but terrible stats. Grasshopper's the only one that's technically recruitable. Oh, Annie's down. Well, I don't want him though. Abrasive with very, very low combat stats just doesn't scream useful to me. Oh, no, he's not even tribal. So, not eligible anyway. They were dressed up like tribal, so I kind of assumed. Whoa, you punched his head off? Okay. Well, I'm... Okay. Shredder's now killed 339. Not bad. Punched his head off because he was abrasive. Yeah, I could see it. I don't blame him. So, I think there's enough... Yeah, there's enough pemmican on this Caravan. Well, there's so much human meat. But, I think what I'm going to do is edit travel not to eat raw, so that I can save that human meat for meals, rather than just eating it raw on my way home, so I can stretch it a little bit. So now the focus is to buy, far, skip, and that's about it. Just buy, far, skip. I think in the meantime, we can go marching to Gogu and clear Gogu out once these guys get home. We'll get the one that does not require far skip to clear. Animals could have been home alone. Yeah, I didn't really need to pod them home, Cowley, you're right. I could have just left them there and had Glitch gone out. And that would have saved me multiple pods. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that, but thanks for pointing that out, because obviously that was not smart. 10 days of food. Plus rice. Glitch is not a Lucianic. I'm gonna want Go Juice though and Wake Up. Maybe some ambrosia, beer and tea for the road for recreation. It also looks like I need to make a batch of beer. And then I'll bring 5,000 silver. I don't know how much it will cost, but I'm sure that's enough. Alright, Glitch. Get in. Launch. One of the advantages of doing it this way, Cowley, is I don't have to go to the map tile, so I don't have to re-caravan twice. So it's more expensive, but it has a hidden benefit, which is that I can just start moving immediately upon arrival. So 4 days of travel, 16 days of food, and he's off. You are going to eat fine meals for now. Because I brought enough fine meals that I don't think I need to do travel meals. Don't forget to change the apparel limit back. I will once the main battle column gets home. Which looks like they're struggling. This is going to cost even more steel, but... You two, plus meals, get on out to the battle column. Why not pod Glitch from the outpost? I could pod Glitch from the outpost. It would just be ever more expensive. I guess I could have double podded like that. Here, let me do that. That way, Glitch is not out of commission for very long. Because he'll just far skip. But that means that the horses are going to be loaded up into pods. I don't know if he has the construction skill for that. But that would be the fast way. So, Zleb, you're right. Let's do the fast way. I guess no horses were even needed. I should think these things out. Alright, so that's some more meals and more hauling capacity for this caravan. They're still gonna go hungry though, looks like. So glitch, construction skill 5. I think what 6 is required to build pods. Yep. How close to 6 are you? Not really. Someone else will deal with it. So glitch, your side focus is high enough to far skip home once you get there. The only issue here is glitch can't build these pods to pod out there. I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to send Marauder down. I should have thought this all out already. Before Marauder gets in there, I probably need components and maybe steel. Yep. I need a few components as well. So Marauder plus 10 components should be okay. And 130 steel. So what I'm planning on doing is sending Glitch out to go buy it, and he'll get himself home, and then Marauder to come help the horses home. Because Glitch wouldn't have been able to pod himself anyway. Because he doesn't have the construction skill to build these. Luckily, I'm not really going to need the Southern Trade Outpost very much after I get far skip. There's not a lot of reason to come down here, which is terrific. Okay, so Glitch with I'm actually going to send Glitch and the horses. The reason is Glitch can just far skip them home, and that way I don't have to pod them separate, because I'm a little worried about sending the horses to have Glitch then become immobilized. That would not be ideal. So this is weird, but it will make sense in the long run. So gold, silver. I feel like I'm missing silver. Yep, we haven't unloaded them. And Shovel just gave birth. Good luck, subs. Raffle timer's up. Alright, this is taking a while. Oh my lord. We're almost done. Run out of space. Okay. We are now emptied. Okay, Glitch plus horses. We will take some fine meals, because we don't need that many here in the outpost. And ambrosia tea, wake up, go juice, medicine, beer, gold, silver. Leave the pemmican. Accept. All right, this one is female. Gonna need to be Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna sterilize this one. I'm gonna sterilize Shellbell and let this one grow old and bear babies. All right, Glitch is loading up the last of the pod. Oh, get the heck out of here. I don't want a hair. Okay, we are all set. Launch. Visit. These two pods, I'm going to say, don't refuel. And then, Marauder, you're going to need to break down a few steel objects to be able to forward the trip home. The main battle column is 2 days away from home. Really? It's so close. They're just really moving slow. I mean, I know that they have a ridiculous amount of gear on them, so that's probably it. But here we go. Trade. We are selling... We're not really selling anything. We're just buying far skip. I'll buy 2. I'll buy both. I could buy the plasteel. Might as well just sell the ambrosia and the tea, because I have a lot of it at home. I could also buy the Incendiary Lance. It's never bad to stock up on. And that looks good. That looks real good. Except... Now, in order to Oh, I need to learn far skip. That's kind of a problem, because I'm... So I'm gonna need to walk away from this, this colony here. God, this is annoying. I'm gonna need to walk away from the colony so that I don't piss them off, settling out a map tile so that I can use far skip, because you can't learn a side trainer while on Caravan, I don't think. There's no way for me to just be like, Glitch, use far skip. Because otherwise I'd be able to far skip as a Caravan back home, but I can't. In fact, Marauder, if you, this becomes a little bit easier if Marauder goes to join Glitch. It also becomes cheaper, so I'm gonna do that. I think it's smart to refuel these, though, so I don't have chem fuel sitting out on the ground. Am I gonna tear down the outpost? No, there's no need for me to tear it down. It can always serve as a way to pod around and to extend my pod reach, to basically double my pod reach, which is kind of nice. And that was the one bad habit. Congrats, you are Baby Bison. You are now our new breeder. So Shellbell is going to go through the sterilization process. So what Marauder's doing here before he joins Glitch is he's just making another pod so that if someone is down here at the outpost that cannot build a pod themselves, one's already built. In fact, I might want to build 2. Oh. There's a Cheyenne raid. 32 in the north, 22 in the south, and 23 in the northwest. What is the ratio here? There is 77 enemies to 3 defenders. Seems fair. Obviously, I'm going to call for backup, because When I say seems fair, it's not even close. The other thing, Shredder, guess what? Go get yourself a Doomsday launcher. Fangface and Moles will run shield belt interference for you. So my military backup came to the southeast, so they're going to probably tangle with this group here. Shredder and Brawlers will go northeast. Glitch, it's going to be probably necessary for you to far skip soon. And then Marauder, might want to join Glitch ASAP, because it will become much easier to do it like that. This raid was non-breach, normal, so they're going to go through the trickle. The problem is I don't have anyone in the base, so that there's no reason to go into the trickle trap. Animals be in the ranch. And the main battle column is not close. Oh, I should have waited to do that. Oh, that was dumb. Oh well. This is fixable. I'm just having to micromanage a lot. Shredder, wait up. Okay, so Glitch now has far skip. And he is going to go right back into the caravan. Okay, cool. If potting Marauder, I could pot him home. He's going to be home either way near instantly. So here's what I want to do. Oh, I don't have an Insanity Lance. I only have a Shock. Bummer. How close? These guys are closing in. I really want to hit that group. The second group. Alright, offer myself up as a target. Cool. I have the lances, might as well use them. Alright, jump. And I don't think this warrants a, I don't think it warrants, the anti-grain, because Glitch will be home, quite soon. Okay, so that group is fleeing. Good. Very superficial wounds on Moles and Fangface. Shredder, I'm gonna have you grab an Insanity Lance and a crank gun. Neither of these guys can do medicine, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Glitch is gonna be on his way out in just a second. Marauder needs 50 more or 30 more steel to build that last pod. I might not worry about that last pod because I'm got some time sensitive stuff going on, right? So launch Marauder. Actually, let's launch in the not full pod. And I'm not going to bring anything. So we go faster. Okay, my allies are being really not that useful, unfortunately. Okay, Marauder is going to be in a holding pattern until Glitch gets Caravanning. And my brawlers are going to take these, the raid here for a bit of a roundabout party. Just waiting for reinforcements. They might start going through the trickle, though. And I don't think that there's anything I can do to stop them going through the trickle. Come on, Glitch, hurry up. Yeah, why are they all going? I guess they see it as a valid target. Alright, moles, go through the base and close this door so that there's nothing to attack through the trickle, and then they'll come back out. Alright, Glitch is caravanning, and he'll be able to far skip home. He has enough psych focus for it. So, Marauder, go join Glitch. And then as soon as he joins Glitch... That's weird. I don't... Where's the pod? Oh, there it is. Hadn't spawned yet. Thank you for tuning in to Wendigos, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 5th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you for supporting the channel. I will catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, Sea Ice Cannibals.